Good morning, and a warm welcome to your show, Sunny Mornings, Venice Beach. I'm your host, Melissa, and it's Friday, August 28th. You'll be interested to know. 63 years ago, today, in 1963, Martin Luther King Jr. delivered the I Have a Dream speech to advance civil rights, inspiring millions with a vision of equality and justice. So today, share a hopeful message with someone who needs encouragement. So now you know. And now, it's time for the Surf Report. Friday at Venice Beach. This morning it's looking clean with 2+ feet waves rolling in. Conditions remain clean until about noon when they shift to fair. Winds are sideshore at 2 miles per hour early, picking up slightly to onshore at 6 miles per hour by 11 a.m. Expect a slight bump in the afternoon as winds shift onshore at 9 miles per hour by 4 p.m. Best time to ride is at 6 a.m. with the 1 foot incoming low tide when the southwest swell is 1 foot at 18 seconds and the sideshore wind is 2 miles per hour. The first high tide on Friday will be 5 feet at 10:30 a.m., followed by a 1.5 foot low tide at 4. The nearshore buoy at Santa Monica Pier reads 76 degrees for the water temperature. Conditions remain clean on Saturday with waves in the 3 to 5 foot range and light southeast winds early, offering solid opportunities. As the day progresses, expect fair conditions with a slight bump in chop from southwest winds. Sunday sees a steady 3 to 4+ foot swell with clean conditions early, but choppy conditions develop later, making Saturday the standout day. This morning, it's mostly cloudy and it feels like 75 degrees with no wind. The sunset will take place at 7:25 and it will rise again tomorrow at 6:25. It looks like we're in for some partly sunny weather today, with a high near 83 and a light south-southwest breeze around 8 miles per hour. If you're inland, it will hit a high of 86. Tonight, expect partly cloudy skies with a low around 72 and light winds around 7 miles per hour. Looking ahead in the weather. Saturday will be sunny with a high near 81 and a south-southwest wind up to 15 miles per hour. Patchy fog is possible late Saturday night into Sunday morning before clearing to a mostly sunny day near 75 with lows around 67 Sunday night. A chance of showers returns late Monday night into Tuesday, while highs hold in the mid-70s and overnight lows stay in the upper 60s. Bonjour, food enthusiasts. This podcast is brought to you by Versailles Cafe and Pastries in Encinitas. Nestled on El Camino Real South, just north of Encinitas Boulevard, this cafe is a haven for culinary delights. Indulge in their amazing Eggs Benedict or their gluten-free crepes. You can grab a panini for lunch or just breeze on through to get your morning coffee. They are open every day from 8 to 5. So stop on by and don't forget to tell them Sunny Morning sent you. In local news, millions of Southern California Edison customers will enjoy a $72 credit on their electricity bills this summer. The utility is applying 2 automatic credits of $36, each for the months of August and September, providing relief during peak air conditioning use. This initiative, approved by the California Public Utilities Commission, aims to lessen the burden of high cooling costs. While the exact timing of the credits may vary based on billing cycles, customers do not need to take any action to receive this benefit. Ongoing rate declines and future adjustments are expected to keep costs manageable through 2030. Now on to sports. Last night on Thursday Night Football, the NFL closed its preseason with 4 games deciding little except who survives cuts to 53. Buffalo beat Pittsburgh 28-27, rallying on a late touchdown and two-point conversion from backup quarterback Steve Fuchel to finish unbeaten at 3-0. Cleveland routed New England 37-13, Dylan Gabriel throwing 3 touchdowns before halftime. The Rams edged the Chargers 20-18 behind 2 touchdown passes from third-string quarterback Bryce Perkins. San Francisco beat Las Vegas 18-12 on the strength of Eddie Canero, 6 for 6 on field goals. Turning to tomorrow, 2 more standalone finals close the preseason. Detroit visits Indianapolis at 1 o'clock Eastern with Colts quarterback Daniel Jones and running back Jonathan Taylor sitting out. And tomorrow night at Nissan Stadium, Chicago's Caleb Williams and Tennessee's Cam Ward meet for the first time as the 2 most recent number 1 overall quarterback picks. In local sports, Rams and Chargers wrapped the preseason at SoFi with the Rams grabbing bragging rights 20-18. Ty Simpson threw for a touchdown and a swarming defense sealed it with 2 takeaways and sacks from Daryl Peterson III, Cam Lampkin, and Laurel Murchison. Chargers got a touchdown run from Greg Desrosiers Jr. and a long score from Quentin Johnston, but 2 turnovers cost them. Both teams now turn to roster cuts before Sunday's deadline. The Rams are also bringing back Tutu Atwell in a trade with Miami, while the Chargers settled their backup quarterback battle, handing the job to Trey Lance. Tough day in Detroit for the Dodgers. Fresh off getting swept by Atlanta, with Yamamoto outdueled by a Chris Sale shutout, Los Angeles opens in Motown this afternoon looking to snap a 3-game skid. Tarek Skubal takes the mound against Drew Anderson, with Tyler Glasnow back in the rotation for reinforcement. Dave Roberts sat a struggling Kyle Tucker against Sale Thursday, but says Tucker is in his best lineup, postseason included. Over at the Coliseum, USC opens Saturday against San Jose State, ranked 14th under Lincoln Riley. Center Killian O'Connor is done for the year, but true freshman anchor a loaded receiving core. In top news, there is a lot riding on Federal Reserve Chair Kevin Warsh's speech here Friday morning at the Fed's storied annual retreat in the Tennons. Warsh aims to frame the big questions facing the Fed amid increasing inflation pressure, with the July rate at 3.4%. Cleveland Fed President Beth Hammack advocates for raising rates sooner, stating, "I believe it's time to act." Persistent inflation and rising bond yields complicate the Fed's task, as Warsh faces doubts about his inflation-fighting resolve. Analysts emphasize the stakes are high for Warsh's upcoming address, with concerns over transparency in the Fed's communication strategy. In business news, CrowdStrike stock jumped after record-breaking earnings. Wall Street is lapping it up. Shares in CrowdStrike Holdings surged after the technology company posted record-breaking results in its second quarter. Strategists say the stock has further to go as threats from artificial intelligence mount. Its stock, CrowdStrike, jumped 20.5% on Thursday following management's announcement that risks associated with artificial intelligence fueled growth. In crypto movement, Bitcoin is up 3% for the week to $80,000. Ethereum is up 2% to about $2,000. And XRP is down 3% to $1.43. Moving on to a more local vibe. In our community spotlight on health and wellness, we are working with a national Pilates studio to bring you some free classes, so listen up. Check out Club Pilates, with several locations in the San Diego area. Pilates presents a comprehensive wellness approach, cultivating strength, reducing tension, and elevating mental well-being. Scientific research affirms its benefits. So now you can check out Club Pilates for a free class. with locations in Encinitas, Solana Beach, Oceanside, La Jolla, and more. Just be sure to tell them Sunny Mornings sent you by. And now, back to the show. Let's talk tech. Blue Sky has introduced a new setting to help users avoid accidentally going viral. This setting will prevent posts from being recommended in the algorithmic Discover feed. The feature is especially useful for those concerned about becoming a main character. Users can now limit their posts' visibility to non-followers through the app's privacy settings. However, this won't make posts entirely private, as Blue Sky does not support private accounts. Despite enabling the setting, there is still a chance posts could appear in other feeds. Blue Sky aims to enhance user control with this update, among others. And in entertainment news, the sequel to Once Upon a Time in Hollywood will be titled The Further Misadventures of Cliff Booth. Brad Pitt is reprising his role as Stunt Van Cliff Booth in the upcoming Netflix film. David Fincher is directing from a screenplay by Quentin Tarantino. Just 3 months before its release, Netflix unveiled the title of this follow-up film. The brief new teaser reveals that Pitt will return to his Oscar-winning role. Opening exclusively in IMAX on November 25th, it will land on Netflix a month later. The film will also star Elizabeth Debicki, Yahya Abdul-Mateen II, Carla Gugino, Scott Caan, and Timothy Olyphant. Well, alrighty folks, it's time for the quote of the day. And today, our quote comes from the American poet and essayist, Walt Whitman. And he said, "To me, every hour of the light and dark is a miracle. Every cubic inch of space is a miracle." And that's a wrap for this morning. You can check out our Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok for some captivating aerial videos with local news and the surf reports. Have an amazing day, my good friends. We'll see you tomorrow with another episode of Sunny Mornings Venice Beach.